Alright, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So last time, too much happened to summarize, but the important part is that we killed Ketheric Thorm and the avatar of Merkel. Also, first things first, apologies for not making it all the way through Act 2 last video like I was saying at the very beginning. A couple reasons why that didn't happen. Firstly, my voice was just starting to go because it was a very long recording. Secondly, the person that I live with came home, so the background noise is a little bit heightened, so I just decided between those two things to just call it. So this episode is going to be very much wrapping up the final bits of Act 2, tying up any loose ends we have left. And then next episode, we're probably going to Act 3.
Never wanted the easy path.
So yes, currently we have to search Ketheric, pull something from his corpse, the Netherstone. We saw him use it in part of controlling the Elder Brain.
We fly at your word.
Yes, first things first, Aelin. I gotta retrieve something from Ketheric.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone. Remarkable, truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
I do kind of wish that there was something like, yeah, I found a book about it a while ago, or she would address that. Because we did find that book pretty early on into Act 2, Elder Brain Domination, when we broke into Ketheric's room with that DC 30 lockpicking check, and then we found it hidden under one of the floorboards, and it revealed, like, spelled out that the true nature of the Absolute was an Elder Brain that they were dominating. And then we also found a book down here in the Mind Flayer colony that basically reiterated that information. But it's no big deal. One of my minor complaints with this game, the fact that that's never addressed if you find the information early. Yeah, Rav wants to say one of these two right now. But I think he's got a lot on his mind and, well, in it, so he's going to say this one first. I came here looking for a cure. I still haven't found one.
Perhaps not a cure, but you found the source of your infection and the reason for its abnormality. The crown atop the Elder Brain. Its markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Okay, good, so I can say this. How is it you are able to leave the astral prism now, by the way? This is the first time I've seen you actually out of it in our real space.
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With the brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
Yeah, do you know who our enemies are?
One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash. An arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me. But the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the Dead Three.
Chosen of the Dead Three.
Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an elder brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
Yeah, what hope do we have if the gods themselves are involved?
Hope is a luxury for those who have a choice. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Interesting to see her in real space like that. But now we know that the gods are involved. This has gotten a lot more dangerous. Crumpled note. Papa, I love you. Love from Iz. I assume that means Isabel, his daughter. I guess it's kind of sweet that he held on to that. Reaper's Embrace. All incoming damage is reduced by 2. Reaper's Agility. When activated, you can't be moved against your will by any spell or action, but have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Disadvantage on stealth checks. Can do Howl of the Dead. Let out a bone-chilling howl that numbs nearby creatures for 3 turns, once per short rest, and numbs. Movement speed is halved. The spellcaster has advantage on attack rolls against the affected entity. Removed by help or when hit by the spellcaster. That could actually be pretty interesting on Lae'zel. I'm going to have to compare it with her current armor, because her current armor is pretty interesting already. None of us use shields, but this is a pretty decent shield. Flail on Merkel. Again, I find the mental image of him just snatching this from one of his Necromite minions on the way down, so we took his hammer rather amusing.
Action, not reaction.
Alright. So, yeah, it's a slightly better armor class. We would lose out on that fire damage whenever she is hit. Take 1 less piercing damage. This is all damage reduced by 2. So this is a little bit better defensively, but this does have that special ability of the 1d4 fire damage added on top of it. Well, let's do the fashion check. How does it look on you, Lae'zel? Not bad. Not bad. Although, I have to admit, I'm kind of growing attached to this look on her. I kind of like the look of this armor and the colors that we selected. At first, I thought that green and black would be her color, but I don't like the way it makes the metal look kind of goldish. Whereas this one, it's like the silver and the blue. It's an interesting look. And we also have this Dwarven Splint Mail, which is similar, or same armor class as Kethric's armor. Would boost Constitution, +2 up to 20. Hold on. What's your Constitution, Lae'zel? 16! Yeah, so you get a little bit of an armor class boost. And your hit points get increased even more. Huh. I think we did take that from the merchant that we killed up in Moonrise. How does it look if we dye this? Not great, but I do have a solution to that. Which is, of course, I'm just going to save before I do it in case it bugs. Because I am thinking stick to this, because it increases her health even more. Which is nice. So let's use our good old transmog crystal. Put this here. And then put... Is it this? No. It's this. And then we just re-dye that. And now you keep that look that I've grown attached to, whilst gaining the benefit of having higher hit points and higher armor class. I think that is the best piece of armor that we have for you. Now I'm just going to pause real quick because this transmog mod recommends you save and then reload after doing that. Normally I tend to not really have any issues if I forego the save and load, but I have noticed if you like transmogrify, say, a piece of heavy armor with a piece of medium armor's appearance, then it kind of fucks up the AC calculation. But heavy to heavy should be fine. I'm just doing it just in case. But yeah, let's just
very well.
Take back this lightning jabber because it's a pretty nice throwable. And I'm just gonna leave the hammer thing here. It's not the best. Alright, and let's get out of here.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How?
Calm down, you were talking before the loading screen finished. Yeah. Judging by what our dream visitor was saying, he is a servant of Bane. Ketheric served Merkel. Who knows what powers he's gained since you knew him? Seems like he has a lot more influence over a brain.
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
Yeah, let me guide that hand toward his throat, and then you can crush it.
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
No, I'm not going to speak with the dead goblin right now. It is not the time. It seems like our allies have converged here. Including Withers. Well, let's see what's going on around here first.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Helen! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing. Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is... Ho! But we have met.
Don't call me a hoe.
This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
We already know this. You'd be most welcome.
We look forward to it.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Hey, she knows what she wants. I can respect that. Oh, you're just generic flaming fist? Fist. Helson. Thaniel.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
So when will the curse actually be lifted, then?
I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready.
And what happened to Oliver, exactly? Did Thaniel absorb him?
No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish, I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does.
You say they're lying dormant, but I see Thaniel standing right next to you. Well, I'm glad I could help. Originally, I was doing this because I thought that banishing the shadows could provide us an advantage, and when I figured out that, well, they weren't going to go away until we finished our work here, I was a little bit disappointed, but ultimately I think we did a good thing here.
I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
So, what now? You've got what you wanted, after all. I read that very fucked up in my head.
I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side.
What is that more that you want?
Not what. Who. But all in due course.
Better not be flirting. Well, you're free to join the camp, though.
An unwieldy number. You must cut someone loose before I can join you.
Yeah, meet me at camp. Okay, Thaniel.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help.
Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
Noted. Here's Arculla back on his feet.
When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Thaniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant.
Are you sure you should be out of bed yet? You're still sweating profusely and don't look entirely healthy. Yeah, how did you make it here?
A Flaming Fist? A novice, actually. She dropped everything to make sure I made it here safe. I heard about Duke Ravengard's capture. If his soldiers are anything to go by, he is a man to admire and respect. I hope you can save him. For the good of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, actually, you could be a formidable ally. Why don't you come with me and join my camp?
Thank you. But look at me. I am a relic. A glimpse of history barely strong enough to stand on his own 2 feet. Besides, Nathaniel should have someone here when he wakes up. It's the least I can do.
I don't know why everybody's talking about Thaniel not being awake when he's literally awake. I just talked to him. And after Thaniel awakens?
I don't think there will be an after. The truth is, the Shadowfell broke something inside me. Something no healer can fix. I don't know how long I have, but because of you, Thaniel is safe. Because of you, I could help him as he helped me. So, thank you, my friend. And know that I have no regrets.
Okay then. Well, at least you're content in your fate.
Thanks for watching out for me.
Now, if only Jaheira was still here to talk to. I'll talk to the gnomes after I speak with Withers. I think he's been waiting for me.
Thy hunger denied. Seluna's faithful yet shines. The balance shifts.
How do you know
Thou
about
hast seen with thine own eyes and felt in thine urges. The dead three unite. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
An interesting question. I'm not sure. Don't all living things?
No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, O tempted one? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
Yeah, you know of these urges. What can you tell me about them?
Nothing thou dost not already know.
Well, you seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Yeah, why are you here, out of curiosity, Withers? I wasn't expecting to see you.
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
And I doubt you're going to elaborate. And if I asked you to elaborate, you'd probably just say, no. I do like Withers. He's a fun character.
I'll sort you out for dinner. How does the stone read?
The way is clear.
Wilbrin.
The light has shown the way.
Good.
I owe you an apology.
I'm listening.
I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being quite frankly, rude in Last Light.
Honestly, I didn't think you were being too rude back at Last Light. Maybe a little bit, but not terribly. Apology accepted nonetheless.
I wasn't sure you would. I appreciate it. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it.
If you want my help, I'm going to need more to go on than that. Yeah, might as well. At least we're very good at persuading.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
That sounded a bit like a delusion of grandeur. You and you alone could solve it. I don't really believe that. Are you the one who gave me these boots of speed?
Moonrise has been cleansed. Baldur's Gate is next.
Okay, and what about you? What do you have to say?
It'll take time, but this tower's stone will heal.
Oh, so you guys are planning to take over this tower. Might as well. It's currently bereft of an owner.
How does the stone read?
The way is clear.
So I've talked to everybody around here.
Molly's gonna come through those doors any moment now.
Yeah, I'd never found Mole.
You did it! You squished Ketherick! I knew you could do it! Even if Moll said you couldn't.
It was Aelin that squished Ketherick. I merely shot him with a lot of fire.
Well done putting Ketherick in his place. Couldn't have done it better myself.
What about you?
Beat the now you've won, can we go home? Matter says it's not far, and I'm tired.
Yeah, you guys have been through a lot. We're pretty close to the city now, though.
I miss Mom.
Oh, right. Alfira's not around anymore. I was expecting to see her here, but nope.
Back in Last Light, I was racking my brains. How the hells do we get past the curse? And then a blinding light cuts through the darkness like a blade through butter. All thanks to you, I hear. Didn't think we'd make it without the old El Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job.
Yeah, I freed Zevlor down in the colony. I wouldn't be so quick to write him off as dead.
I would. He didn't have any fight left in him.
It sounded to me like he was enthralled. Even if not completely, it just amplified that desire in him. I mean, I told him to go and help his people. If he didn't come up here to help you guys, I guess he couldn't face you.
The briefest hesitation as Ceres wars with old loyalties and wins.
I looked up to him. We all did. But he let us down when we needed him most. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. We'll scavenge what we can. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the city.
Yeah, I'm going to do a round of looting up here, but anything I don't take you are more than welcome to. Yeah, there are parts of Moonrise up here that I never did get access to, and also I didn't search the roof very thoroughly. got a locked door here. Did we pick up the key? Yes, we did. Okay. So what's in here then? Oh, I didn't even click the chest. Well, I guess we ought not to assume that the tower is safe just because we've dealt with all of the enemies. Well, clearly not all of the enemies, but you know what I mean.
Sounds like
Whoops, I meant to click offhand, but oh well.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Time to strike.
Right.
This is your end.
Didn't quite kill it this turn. Oh well. Yeah, this thing was resistant to all of those attacks that we were doing, so unfortunately it took a moment to kill. My darling daughter, when you were a little girl, I would often watch you play with your dolls and your cousins and picture yourself an enormous opaque silvery shield surrounding you, protecting you. I knew somehow, deep within myself, that no harm could ever befall you, because I would not let it. Though the healers say I may pass into the city of judgment soon. Know this, darling daughter, I am always proud of you. I am always with you, and the Moon Maiden will never allow you to bear a burden you cannot carry. I love you forever, a love that has no death. Mama. Melodia's final letter to Isabel, I guess.
no traps, please.
An open heresy. That doesn't seem terribly important to read. This is Ketheric's room. We've already been in there. Open the door. And this leads outside. I guess it's just the roof left. And then the docks, too. I never really did do a thorough search of the docks.
Let's see.
Hope the triumphant music disappears when you get up here, I guess. Nope, it's back. Yeah, I realized when I was recording last episode that I completely forgot to loot this chest right here. Do I have the key for it, out of curiosity? I do. Ring of Exalted Marrow. Exhort the risen. Subjugate the undead to your commands. Once per long rest. Ghoulish touch. Lash out with deadly claws and possibly paralyze a target. Does anybody have a replaceable ring? I mean, I don't really use the shifting corpus ring. That's only deception +1. Wow, my ring selection on Rav is not actually great. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's also good. Although you're going to be needing this less as we leave the Shadow Curse lands. That's good. That's good. I think I will give this to myself then. Give myself another thing that I can do in melee. I'm going to replace the shifting corpus ring. Or corpus ring. Corpus is from Morrowind, not from Baldur's Gate 3. Scroll of Her Glory. Instructional missive to Zealots of the Absolute offer an audience. To be seen is to be known, and to be known by her is most perfect. One must rid one's mind of all veils. Nothing can escape her unseen gaze. So to hold any secrets before her is folly. All you have, every little scrap of your being, belongs to her. In return, you may be offered a fraction of her being, a shard of perfection lodged into your uncomprehending mind. I bet that's a tadpole. We are true souls, after all, and the truth our souls hold is hers. Okay. So don't hold secrets and you will be tadpoled. Does not sound like a winning arrangement to me. I think this episode is going to end up slightly long because I do want to finish up here in Act 2, but I really don't have anything else to do besides do a little bit more looting, a long rest, and then maybe one more battle. No, I'm not going to talk to the dead goblin. I have no reason to.
Well, I'm waiting for you.
Better be. It hasn't been that long.
Feels like forever.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
I'm worried what I might do to my allies.
Whatever you might do to one cannot be worse than what the Chosen will unleash on all. And you are the one who could prevent it. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Will there be anyone left when we arrive in the city?
Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Well, I'm waiting for you.
Okay.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. Forever. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Try not to scorch yourselves, guys. Good. Oh gosh, there's a bigger patch. And I don't think you can put this out with water. Do I have a lot of water? I have 1 water. Nah. Okay, I can just barely make it across without hurting myself, it looks like. Yeah. Jeez, Karlach. Oh, this isn't even the right way. Hold on, I will be right back. Alright, I just fast traveled to the entrance. Now let's really go down to the docks. I say as I accidentally go the wrong way again. We actually have to go downstairs, I believe.
All is ash and meat.
Yeah, we did kind of leave ash and meat behind here. But don't get too excited, Rav. You know what? No, I'm gonna leave these supplies. The refugees need it. But yeah, with everything the Dream Visitor has said, as Rav is walking down here to the docks, he's reflecting on that. With the fact that the gods are now involved, that the survival of everything is bound to our fate. He's starting to wonder if that is why his patron has such a vested interest in his success. Whether or not he's correct, I will leave up to your interpretation for now. So we've got some supplies here and an odd shipping crate.
A wave of sick familiarity radiates from one barrel amidst the cargo. Tadpoles. sleeping and scarcely aware, but echoing yours 100-fold.
Look at all those tads. Enough to make an army of absolutists.
Wonder if I could absorb their psionic energy from here. A lot of tads could be useful. I'll use 1 inspiration. Yeah, I was at my maximum anyway. Always a good idea to use inspiration when you have 4.
A mental churning as your interference stokes the tadpoles into a boiling frenzy. The connection snaps.
Well, perhaps we ought to try this the old-fashioned ways. You guys might want to stand back. Guys, get back.
A parasite. Take it. It might be useful.
So some ended up dead, some got away, but it looks like we got a couple out of this. They were stored in alcohol. Odd choice. These guys don't have anything useful on them. And sorry, but I'm not taking the pair that was stored with Mind Flayer tadpoles. Even though I am more or less consuming tadpoles and I have a brain full of them by now, I still don't find that very appealing. Yes. Let's take... You know, no, let's get back to the entrance before we do that. Just because I don't feel like dealing with the holy fire when we get back. But let's take our long rest. We need it. Alright, do any of you have anything to say about our victory?
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, these lands will heal.
Yeah. Halsin said that the shadows should recede by the time we're gone, so hopefully we'll wake up to a sunny place this morning, and if not, we'll catch the shadows banishing as we're leaving.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker-in, historically.
Yeah, I can see the irony in that. Ooh, Will has something to say, probably because we freed Mizora. I'll have a word with Karlach first, because she'll probably be more brief.
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. I bet it's beautiful. No rest for the wicked, huh?
Yeah, why don't you tell me more about your relationship with Gortash now that we know he's involved?
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. 1 minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zauriel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
We'll be sure that you get your revenge for that.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Yeah, we'll broach on this in a little bit. What do you know about Gortash? No, you know what? That seems like a rather inappropriate time to talk about. He's currently lamenting his father being parasited? Infected. That's the word. So the Absolute cult has Ravengard. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
Yeah, with the Grand Duke under their thrall, that does not bode well. Well, what do you know about Gortash and Orin, the other two chosen? I'm sure you got a glimpse of them through our parasite connection or something.
Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
And there's one other thing. Mizora said that you could say what led to your pack in exile. Perhaps you can tell us the whole truth.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
Yeah, I don't really have a home. I mean, we've been living a pretty nomadic lifestyle, and I don't remember before that. So my clan, my group, my friends, they're my home. And I would give up life and limb to see them safe. Flashbacks to killing Shadowheart, but she didn't exactly give us a choice. I digress.
Then you know loyalty. And you know what I did had to be done. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
Cult of the Dragon had infiltrated Baldur's Gate? To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
I feel like actually going alone was a very stupid idea, considering you were just 17 at the time. But, yes, go ahead, show me.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Yeah, considering that this is something that Rav is currently thinking about with his patron in his own head, this will definitely be a thought that comes to the top of his mind. Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
And now Rav is wondering if his patron was under orders of someone higher up than it. But you took down 25 cultists on your own at the age of 17. I find that hard to believe.
I had Mizora at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus, and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. When we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
So is that how you lost your eye in the battle with the Cult of the Dragon?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mizora. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
I mean, can't you take the false eye out? Doesn't sound very pleasant, but it'd be a way to lose your tracker. Probably violates a term of your pact. And what about your father, the Grand Duke?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
Yeah, I know that's supposed to be a heavy moment, but I was distracted by the mental image of Mizora just like cheerfully sweeping away the ashes, humming to herself with like a broom, I mean, because of the word choice. And I don't know why, but that just amuses me greatly. Well, it was brave what you did for the city. I can't say I would have done exactly the same.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
Alright, well, I guess we can return to this subject later if more pertinent information comes up.
I understand.
Why are you looking at me like that? Oh god. I'm just gonna... Maybe that's a thumbnail shot. But yes, you must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Yeah, you're too charitable. If I were you, I'd never have forgiven him.
Resentment is a poison on one's heart. The only way to avoid damage is to pour it out.
Do you miss your father?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Okay then. I've already talked to them. What about Halsin? Oh, and there's Aelin and Isabel. No one... Oh god. Maybe bringing her to the camp was a bad idea after all. Okay, well, Hallison's not here. Maybe I can warn her now that she's here. I'll talk to Aelin first.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
Okay.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Myrkul, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
Yeah, I've done some things I'm not proud of, but I am proud of this. Proud of what we've done.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
Yeah, there's still a great deal about you I don't know.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
So are you really Selûne's daughter?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory?
No, right now you're kind of stained with blood.
There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Would your mother be willing to aid us in the fight against the Dead Three?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
If it really is Selûne's will that's made you align with me like this, I guess it does mean that the other gods have also taken notice. Interesting. So, how did you come to be trapped in the Shadowfell, out of curiosity?
Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief, and she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature, and Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
I still have more that I would like to discuss with you.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
So, how do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The Dead Three are risen. The Dead Two remain. You must face them. I will help.
Yeah, you should join my camp permanently. We can fight these powers of evil together.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the Chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
And I have questions for you, Dame Aelin.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Yeah, I've already asked that. Is that all? I could have sworn there was another dialogue option that we didn't broach.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Okay. Isabel.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And My father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
Yeah, you and Aelin seem to have a lot of history. What happened exactly?
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
I certainly believe you were starstruck, at least.
You sound like my father. But it was more than that. This was no mere attraction. It was love. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
Oh, I'm tempted. It's kind of inappropriate, but... You know what? I think she could use a bit of humor to lighten the mood. Did he shout, "Boo"?
You jest. Yet, he did seem a ghost to me. A shadow of the father I loved. He resurrected me with magic so foul, I nearly retch just thinking of it. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
That's understandable.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Okay. Anything else I can talk about with you?
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Okay, that's it. Unfortunately, I cannot warn her about the urge now that she's in my camp. I wasn't going to... They're playing. That's cute. I wasn't going to when she was in Last Light because it could have just been a very hostile situation, but I feel like I owe it to her as I keep her in my camp because I kind of put her in danger by doing that. But there's nothing I can do about it, so might as well just rest and hopefully that won't come to pass. Bagel. Let's have some alcohol to celebrate. 9 bottles of ale. That's actually not a lot. At first I thought it was wine, but nope, it's just ale. Unless it's like wine bottle-sized bottles of ale, but I digress. Split these up. Now I need 5 more.
stomach churns around and around. The bile within is unsettled. Each moment brings a new surge. Your companions sleep like blissful lumps of meat.
Ah, she thinks she is finally away from the monsters. Poor fool.
Get away from her.
I won't lay so much as a talon on her. I wouldn't rob you of that delight. Your clever mind is penning tragedy as we speak. Your repressed urge yearns to kill. And kill you will. Tonight, the moment you close your eyes, your favorite person will be brutalized.
So Karlach's the one whose affinity is highest for me. Not surprised, actually. You misunderstand. I don't care about her at all. Yeah, we're good.
One of your station has no equal to call a friend. There was much disappointment at your reluctance to kill the little moon maiden. You could kill this one deliberately. I'm sure it will be considered a great show of goodwill. The tithe could still be yours.
Yeah, you must be joking.
I do not doubt you will act with a decorum befitting one of your rank. Good night, sweet lord.
Your companion rests blissfully, without a fear in the world.
Yeah, I think I need to warn her.
As your hand approaches her body, it wavers. It longs to close around her throat.
Yeah, I'm going to resist and wake her. That forbidden knowledge is helping a little bit. Still kind of high DC because Rav doesn't have a lot of wisdom. Nope. 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 Come on, gotta roll 12 or higher. Not terrible odds. Okay. Whew. For a second I thought I was gonna have to kill Karlach.
Whoa. Everything all right, soldier? You look like hell. What's wrong?
Yeah, you are in a lot of danger. We need to act fast. I will explain later.
Tell me what to do, and it's done.
As you tell your story, fatigue fills your body. Your head swims with the worst headache you've known.
The beast that killed Alfira will call again. My possessed mind will kill you.
Look, we'll do whatever it takes to keep us both safe. I promise. But why didn't you tell me before? I could have helped you sooner, like you've helped me. Maybe then Alfira would still be here. But we're here now, and we're going to fix this.
Suddenly you become drowsy. Your vision blurs and floods with yellow bile, and you faint in a dizzy blur. You are not yourself. All control is gone.
Attention, soldier. You do not have permission to freak the fuck out right now.
At least I'm confident that she can overpower me. That's probably how she managed to tie me down. I'm going to try to resist, regain some control, and express understanding. Don't have any more inspiration, so yeah, no. At least I'm restrained. Hopefully it'll stay that way.
Your jaw convulses, and you almost bite off your own tongue.
Okay, I guess I don't have control.
Easy now. A piece of me will burn you going in and out. Whatever's happening to you will pass. It doesn't scare me. Stay with me.
Your hands are raw and bloody as every inkling of your urge yearns you to tear your bindings.
You can do this. I've got you, and I'm not letting you go.
Gonna try again. Hey! That's actually a good roll. Oh, the odds of that were pretty low.
Thank me when we both survived the night.
The night passes sick and sweating, but bloodlessly. You once again inhabit your own mind.
Here we are, both unalfered. That you in there, love?
Unalfered. Sorry, that caught me off guard. Don't know why you're calling me love, though. Maybe it's like just the platonic calling somebody love, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'll confess everything, especially that I've been fighting against my dark urge. This is me trying my best.
We'll get through this together. I'll protect us. And we'll skip through fate like two truants on the beach at midday.
It's really all right.
We'll get through this. Like two roaches in an apocalypse, mind, but still. You sure keep me on my toes, don't you? That's why I keep you around.
I feel like it gave the wrong condition there, and she was treating me as a lover when we are not. Rav hasn't entered a relationship with anybody. But it wasn't overly sappy, so it's fine.
About what happened. About your affliction. I know you're sorry, and I know you're probably afraid it'll happen again. I'll look after myself. You look after you. If we each do our part, we'll both be all right.
Yeah, if it comes down to it, though, I expect you to put me down to defend yourself, okay? Anybody have anything to talk about? Does not look like it. I'm just going to see if anybody else is going to react to the events of last night.
You are worried about this killing urge. I can see it. I will try to help you resist. But spill a single drop of my blood, and yours will flow in a gusher.
Good. Good.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
That also just caught me off guard. It's been talk about this urge and all of that, and it's very serious, and then suddenly it's starting, well, hello. Okay, does Will have anything to say?
I see the hunger in your eyes, and I see how it worries you. It worries me too. But you are stronger than the hunger. You can resist. You will resist. I'm sure of it.
I'll keep trying at least. Well, at least I'm surrounded by people that could easily overpower me, and if I decide to go for the cleric again, Aelin will probably not let that happen. At least that's what I can hope. But yes, let's leave camp now. And then, whoops, wrong person. I need you to do your buff.
Looking ahead.
I don't have anything to buff with. Shadowheart's dead, so we can't aid. You no longer have that aid amulet. You've got yours. Astarion also doesn't really have anything. Yep.
I've got a long road ahead.
Okay. I'm going to pause the video and see if I can do some selling at Last Light, see if Damon is still there. So I'll be right back. No, he is not, but interesting detail, the moon barrier is gone with Isabel not here anymore. Suppose it's okay though, because the shadow curse is going away. Now, all that remains is to make our way toward the city, which is down west of the town, this way. I guess the closest point would be Moonrise Towers. How much gold do we have? 12,000. Holy shit, that's a lot. I never have this much at the end of Act 2. At least I don't think so. Now I say it, I might have in my first playthrough. It helps that Ravadar is very charismatic. Your persuasion modifier helps you get better prices when you barter. And Ravadar is a +8 to persuasion right now, I believe, because +4 charisma and then proficiency. Don't know if I have any other bonuses. Yeah, it's +8.
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna save because I just realized I've not done that once during this whole episode.
The psionic detector is sounding. Blacket's warriors are upon us.
Okay, well, it's a good thing we have that, otherwise they might have gotten the drop on us. Not enough space. Too high.
Blacket's will be done.
I would like to get up and out of the way, Lae'zel. Being a caster and all that.
Never quiet. That should work.
Okay, I think I'm good right here.
Keep a blade close.
Okay, let's do this, I think.
Making me sweat.
The rest of you are frontliners, so why don't you go check up there, see if they're lying in wait up there. Okay, yeah, you guys are pretty tough. Let's do that again, why don't we? Ooh. Or should I just hypnotic pat? No, they are... I can get all of them. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's just one of the veteran warriors. How many sorcery points do I have total? 7. You know what? Yeah. Wait, now I have 2. I guess it only subtracted the quicken spell sorcery points after the fact. And I only got one of them actually hypnotized. Well, fuck.
Best be on my way.
Move back, please.
Fuck yes.
Right. Why don't you go for the big bad? Yeah.
Say bye-bye.
Let's do this as well.
Time to strike.
75% chance of hitting. That's good enough odds for me, I'd say.
Let my name be known.
Oh, good crit. Holy crap. That was 53 damage. Okay. Do I want to use my bonus action on that? It would leave me my action. Can I actually... Maybe if you die, I'll be able to kind of squeeze in there and hit you. I'm not sure, actually. I'll try it. I'll try it. Yeah, that missed anyway. That also missed. You know what? And then let's just turn that off real... Oh, that's... yeah, it makes a pretty big difference. There, I guess you're taken out of the equation now, which is good. Okay, and you are hypnotized. That's good. You guys haven't taken your turn yet, so Starion would actually have sneak attack. Can you please jump down? Thank you. Wait. Okay, I did do that. Good. I thought I forgot again, but no, I did that after recording last episode. 16 health. That's 2d8. It's 3d8. I want to make sure you're dead, so I'm going to use a second level slot, even though it's probably not needed. Okay, yeah, you're taken care of now. You know what? Yeah, let's get you in your face, because you have pretty damn good armor class. Nice. Ow. Oh, shit. Okay.
I'll catch a break.
My turn. Yeah, I don't... Oh, yeah, I do have a... That's from my amulet, though. That would break concentration on hypnotic pattern, which I don't really want to do yet. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to fireball you two. That would also break hypnotic pattern. That would also hit Starion. Yeah, let's do this. Now you're frightened because of my pact boon. Let's give you stage fright as well, maybe. Yeah, you're too far. Right, Karlak.
Knees high.
Actually, no, that pushed you down to a Starion, and I don't really want that. Oh, fuck yeah. You're dunsies. You are dunsies.
I am death.
Okay, is Great Weapon Master active again? Yup. This is gonna hurt.
Taste my fury.
Actually, it wasn't as high of a damage roll as I was expecting. Were you resistant to something? Only psychic. These bracers allow you to cast telekinesis, I think once per long rest. Short rest. Interesting. Psionic ward armor. Meh. Alright, let's deal with... Yeah, this will break your hypnosis. Ooh, you know what? This is gonna hurt a bit. I think I'm fine with that. It did some damage to you as well. Let's try to disarm you. Give you a taste of your own medicine. And you saved, damn. That still did 12 damage when you parried. That's pretty impressive. Right, Starion, have a bite. You are currently frightened. So why don't you get just out of melee range and do a sneak attack. Yeah. Damn, that's good. Right, send these to camp. It's a Githyanki short sword, just normal. It's glowing weird in the model, but it's normal. Yes, you have a second attack too. I suppose it's worth breaking your hypnotic pattern now because you're gonna be breaking it on your next turn anyway. Path is interrupted. Okay, I can't actually hit you with a Starion right now, I don't think. Or maybe I... Ah, you saved, fucker. Right. This'll hurt a little bit. My padded armor helps out with bludgeoning damage a bit though, so it's fine. Target's too far. How about if I do a distance spell? Path is interrupted by what? That. And I already jumped, so I can't click my heels right now.
And move.
Let's just hope this will hit. Ah, come on. You're telling me I really can't shoot through that gap? Nope, I guess not. Let's just dash then.
There's no blood.
Right, Karlak. Why can't I push you there? Nope, come on. Move right here. There we go. Literally was just a micro adjustment away. And let's get in melee again.
I am fury. I am death.
Okay, Great Whip Master's on. Let's try to disarm you again.
Taste my fury.
Critical miss. Miss. Ow. Ow. You can try to run all you want, but you're not getting away.
We'll do it, man. Be quick.
It's a good thing he does have this bow, so that when he was disarmed, he's not useless. Game had to think for a second. Great. Can I shoot him from here? No. So let's click my heels.
Very well.
Run over here.
Looks like Voss was good for his word.
Yeah, that's gonna help Lae'zel's certainty about this, I think.
It is as we knew. My people have turned their blades against us. They will emerge from the shadows and descend from the skies, and we will grant them their only just fate. Death.
I'm glad to see you stalwart in this. But yes, the city awaits. Oop, I am encumbered. Yeah, you can hold on to this, Lae'zel. And you can also hold on to this, Lae'zel. Yeah, I think that's good. And then before I forget, I believe this was offhand.
What now?
And then let's find your main hand weapon, which was Knife of the Undermountain King. Oh, that equipped a main hand. I want offhand.
Still alive. So that's progress.
All right.
Shadow Curse will soon be forgotten.
Indeed.
Thanks to us.
Let's save the game.
Walk in death.
I was gonna say walk to the city, but Rav had different ideas.
Through here.
Yeah. On we go.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
I do like how close Rav and Karlach seem to be now. That was a nice little cutscene with them as they grow closer. I say that because at the end they were kind of nodding to each other. I'll shut up now.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live?
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offer.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Yes, and here we are, right outside of Baldur's Gate.
What path lies before me?
Yes, interesting little cutscene there where it's revealed that I have some blood relation to the Chosen of Baal, which I guess would explain the Urges somewhat. Full disclosure, I have played through the Dark Urges story since starting this series, played through on my own, so I do know what the secret is. But you guys will have to see. First, before I end this video, there is something I want to show you, a little Easter egg. If you stand right here, a song will play, and if you don't want to listen to it in its entirety, you can stop the video whenever you want, but I'm just going to end it with that, I will say.
not to blame. These ain't my sins. I broke my chains. There's more to do and I still want to live.
I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. Cold as death. I feel your heart beating my soul, our futures bound, our bodies known. Your blood like wine, I want it in. Oh darling, get me drunk, invite me. It's not my fault, I'm not to blame. These ain't my sins, I broke my chains. There's more to do if I can only leave. I can't go yet, don't let me die. I'll never stop until I'm done. But just tonight, maybe I'll rest in I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. I hear your heart beating my soul, our endings bound, our bodies known. I can't go yet,
Don't let me die.
I want to leave.
My only one.
There's more to do if we can only leave. The clock won't stop and this is what we get.